What is going on, Gridiron fans? I'm TVC-Ohio reporter Nathan Takitch in Studio A with Blaine, Carragher, ready to break down Week 6 in the TVC-Ohio. Now, it was the first week of conference play between these 6 teams, so 3 games to look for from the TVC-Ohio this week. And Blaine, the most exciting game had to be between the Vinton County Vikings and the Alexander Spartans.
Definitely. This was an overtime game. The Vinton County Vikings took down Alexander 40-34 in an exciting overtime win. Vinton County was actually up by 8 points with 3 minutes left in the game. And Alexander, they threw a trick play, a 60-yard pass to tie it up after that 2-point conversion. And that tough Vinton County defense we've been hearing about all year, they stopped Alexander on their first drive in overtime. And then Andy Long, the quarterback, he just ran it in, 5-yard run into the end zone to win that game for the team. So Vinton County, they used that run game and their defensive strengths really effectively to pull away with the win.
So Vinton County 1-0 in the conference. Guess who else is 1-0 in the conference? The Athens Bulldogs. They haven't lost yet. They beat Wellston this week in their first TVC-Ohio game.
Yeah, they pulled away with a huge win. They won 62-6. That offensive machine we've been hearing about with Joe Burrow, Trey Williams, and Ryan Lerman, all Player of the Year candidates this year. They came out to play strong. And although Braden Walmendorf from Wellston, he did his best, but his numbers were just small in comparison to Burrow.
Right now, blowout for the Athens Bulldogs against Wellston. There was one other blowout in the TVC-Ohio this week, but it might surprise some people because it was Nelsonville York and Meigs. Nelsonville York has had Meigs' number over the past decade, but it was the Meigs Marauders who got this one.
Yeah, definitely. This game, it was a revenge game for Meigs. Last year, NY won 54-8, but this year they took them. The Meigs Marauders took them down 47-6. Caleb Sheets and Cody Bartram, they took turns at quarterback, and their receiver Michael Davis, he had 180 all-purpose yards on the night, and Nelsonville York, they just couldn't handle that offensive production.
So big wins this week, Blaine, from Athens, Vinton County, and Meigs, the top 3 teams in the TVC-Ohio, all at 1-0. Athens 6-0 on the year as a whole, the only undefeated team left in the conference. But Meigs and Vinton County sitting tied for second place, both with 4-2 overall records. They have a matchup next week that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, this game is going to come down to the wire. I wouldn't be surprised if it went into overtime. These teams, they're both battling to show that they can compete with a team like Athens, and this game is going to really show their confidence.
Now, Athens, they're still at the top. They're still the top dogs. Ignore the pun. They are the team to beat, though, in the TVC-Ohio, and this week they play Alexander, a team that's lost 5 straight games, at the bottom of the TVC-Ohio in terms of the standings. But don't be surprised if Alexander comes out and plays a good game with all the odds stacked against them. They really definitely have to think that they're going to come out and play a strong game and try to take out an Athens team. It would be a big upset there.
Yeah, definitely. And our last matchup for the week, it's going to be Nelsonville York and Wellston. They're going to play each other, and they're both similar teams. They're 2-4, and they're just looking to sneak into that 4th place position. And whoever pulls away with this win, it's going to be a huge morale boost for the rest of the season.
Well, a big Week 6 in the TVC-Ohio, surely a big Week 7 to follow, and you can follow with us on our website at woub.org/gridiron for all things football. And while you're online, give our social media pages some love. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Gridiron Glory, and be sure to keep using those hashtags, TheGlory13 and Go for Glory, to give some love to your favorite Player of the Year candidates. And don't forget, as always, to join us on Friday nights live at 11:30 on WOUB for our show, where you can join host Keith Turner and the rest of our staff for a great night of Friday Night Lights.
And that's all we got for you right now. For Nathan Takitch, I'm Blaine Carragher, reminding you there's nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory.